I'm interested to find out.
Will they?
Just choked on my own saliva there. We're back.
We were excited. I was on board. I was ready.
Turn the lights off.
Please.
Let's just say it out there. Let's just turn those
there
off.
it
I
is.
normally press the button. I say, can we have the lights off,
I know,
please?
but I just didn't bother.
It's time. Let's get into it. Now, of course, the bar has been set pretty high by Nemiga, right? We've got our attention now drawn. They have set the bar. And hey, we're competitors. And let's see if they can keep that up. A bit of a split. A lot of early pressure from Spirit. These guys are going out.
Ah, that's what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see. Speedak is charged into this balance and lost his life.
Does he have Kirby aim? Speedak? Is he doing a bit of a jiggle?
A little
with
bit
the
of a
mouse?
jiggler wiggler. 3v3, Magix goes down to Geo, and the bomb does get planted. Mia's even headed back into Brownhall's odd. Disbalance needs a clean one onto Lollipop, and it doesn't get cleaner than that. That's quite the introduction. He needs another, and he does find it. Great Glock work here, and he's even on the final. Only one bullet to spare, puts it in the brain of Geo. And so let's remind everyone as well, Nemiga did pick up their pick of Inferno. You can see the 16-9 there in the top right-hand side of your screen. This is Team Spirit's pick, so expectations are high. And a forced buy for the CTs. Geo probably still calculating and making sure the abacus adds up. It is the MP9. Okay, so a powerful weapon from the first kill conversion. He's an extra 300 to spend. And we're into the second. Looks like an inner hit, but could be a fast one as well. Chopper's trying to fake it with a bit of a commitment, fakes the spray, etc. MDS got a lot to do, and only the nade to keep them at bay. He's already used that, so they make the steps. They do fall out, though, and I don't envy Lollipop.
What is the worst name that you could come up with for MDS?
Worst?
Yeah, like it needs to be broadcast friendly.
Yeah, okay.
I got one.
Okay.
My diarrhea stinks.
Not bad.
Nice.
Motorsport dominates sport. That's pretty ridiculous.
That's pretty crazy.
Pretty boring.
Matt, very interested now in what you've just said. I'll have to really sell now. I'm not too sure what I could go with. You've gone
Well,
for...
you have a minute and 4 seconds.
Minimum diameter, sometimes.
Sometimes.
Trying to come up with terrible names, you know. I've got plenty of them.
On it, yeah.
Now, box. 3 letters. Probably needs at least one frag. He could get caught here. The swing is coming. That smoke's not fading. Box keeps repeaking, but Magix gives him the warning shot. He'll take that. Geo's on for a second if he's not too careful. Magix needs to tuck in. Just balance onto Speedak, though. And this is AK. He's up against a pistol by. Lollipop's kind of revealed the secret a little too early into the piece, and now Disbalance continues to line up the headshots. 2 of them gathered by Green Train. And a good shot. Oh my God, how has Box not gone down? I thought they'd be swinging. Disbalance is tucked in. He's low too.
Still harassing.
They can. Oh, pressure relieves. Now the bomb to be planted. Disbalance catching a great deagle bullet, but Mir quick to trade back. Lollipop, he's completely cream crackered. Bomb down. Lollipop trying to use that.
What's E-box?
Yeah, that's good. That's huge.
9 bullets.
Does Mir expect this? He knows it's a possibility. He's conceded that.
Gonna see the feet, gonna see the toes.
Oh, valiant attempt and a very good Glock headshot to save the day and dig him out of that hole. I will, however, highlight that they invested so heavily into their AKs that upon victory, they can drop one. No, they can't. Chopper needs to buy armor. Chad, they're actually like not ideal at all. It'll be Galil's and Util, I guess.
I doubt we will see the rebuy from the Nemiga. It's very unusual to see CT sides go for 2 forced buys back to back unless you're playing matchmaking with Henry.
Henry's on
Just buy up again, guys. It's gonna be fine. Just do it.
Most
P9's
teams
middle.
will do this. Most teams will take the save. Box has a flash, Deagle for Geo, and a P250 for Lollipop. So still damage to be done. But Team Spirit get an opportunity right now to stretch their legs and should convert this one with ease. So Box is going to jump and throw this flashbang. That's going to ricochet off the silo and flash towards the E-box position. Now, that is not going to be where too many of these Spirit members are coming on through from. You can see it's Ivy, 3 of them, pushed up very aggressively within the early stages, have these Mac 10s. Overseeing this will be Magix, and a flash is about to come through. So change of tact here.
I like the idea.
That wasn't a bad one whatsoever, and they even get 2 kills out of it.
That's perfectly fine. I'd rather you try something with a slight upgrade, but you can see the shots coming back in are quite poignant, but...
So I was thinking about my first parkour move to practice.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm going to practice...
Not a box jump?
No, it's called a Kong.
Kong.
Like the thing you give a dog?
Yeah, exactly like that. Except I think it's off the King Kong, the way a gorilla moves. It's
Okay,
basically
yeah,
by
yeah.
approaching a wall and using your arms to lift your legs over the wall, like a hurdle with your arms over the wall.
Right.
Seems quite simple. Eventually that develops into like a Kong pre, which is where you do the Kongy bit and then land without moving with your feet on the wall
that
you were
sounds
landing on.
difficult.
That's the hard part, but I do think I could find a little wall in our neighborhood, Chad.
Sure.
And I think I'm going to try and do some Kongs.
All right.
My first day of parkour training as a 27-year-old man.
So,
Can you believe it? I think I'm
Are you gonna do that
okay.
in the week off?
I'm okay with like the social outcast aspect of just being a weird guy with a
Jumping
bike
over
next to a
walls?
wall.
No, just do it like at random times. I used to just go on my skateboard
Go
at like
late.
6 in the morning.
That's actually quite smart.
It's getting a bit cold, so can I recommend like maybe some gloves?
I don't have a coat. I've only got that one jacket you bought me, Chad, actually, because I've been here for so long. My summer wardrobe has expired.
Do some ASOS orders.
Oh, God.
in.
Okay.
We should get you guys sponsored by ASOS already. Jeez.
I know, right?
Honestly, you've got the whole wardrobe. May as well. And right now, the vast majority of the room here is being taken by bots.
Anyone wants to be my agent and is listening to this and actually could do something for me as an agent as opposed to just taking a cut of my earnings, I'm interested. Hit me up at MachineGG.
Give him a shout.
Oh, dear. There's the first for Speedak. That could be Nemiga's first as well. Three CTs in oh, excuse me, I've got a bug. It looks like Keeper the coach is in spawn.
I'll just refresh it if you can.
There we go. Two CTs invested towards B. Geo, yeah, not a fight he's willing to take without some help. No, Box was there to help. Geo's gonna have to do it alone though, and he has. Speedak from the backtrack.
Wow.
Y and Mir left with it all to do against 4.
This is very rough stuff for Spirit. I'm not sure how they get back into this
I don't
round.
I
know.
think they do. And that's the whole point, is that they won this. Look at these positions they're in. None of them are multi-killable. None of them are that close together. Yeah, I guess you could individually fight every single one, but you've got 14 seconds. That becomes irrelevant. If they just play smart, play the time, they're in filthy positions.
Well, nice
That's
shot.
one kill. There's the
time to plant.
Young. There it is, done. I've got to say it. Nemiga are quite an interesting team to watch.
Yeah, well, if they're able to post anything like their T-half on Inferno here on Train, then they could be on for the 2-0. But we need to see them if we are going to back the underdogs, which is what we tend to do.
I quite like watching an underdog.
Most of us have British blood, as we do see Speed out there dealing with eye disbalance on the leak through the Ivy position. If they can post, they're going to need, I'm going to set them a very high bar here, Lauren. They're going to need 10.
10.
Nemiga need 10 CT-sided rounds to convert in 2-0 fashion.
Okay.
If they don't get 10, we will be heading to that third, which will be Nuke, I do believe.
Yeah.
But there's also that Furia game on tonight, also in the sister tournament, the DreamHack Open Fall. That's where the European RMR event is going down. Astralis vs Heroic kicking off in 40 minutes. That is an
bloody stops though,
absolute
does it?
banger. Well, no, of course not. This is the Counter-Strike network, Lauren. Don't be silly. Why would we stop?
Imagine just like taking a break.
No, our game doesn't do that. We don't stop. We never stop. Have you ever heard of momentum? We don't want to lose it.
Speed, power, momentum.
Yeah.
Violence, speed, and
In the
momentum.
arena now.
In the arena.
The arena's wide open, Alex.
That's right. The crowd now. Obviously watching from home.
Smoke now, perfectly timed. And the utility now for Team Spirit looking rough.
Okay, but look, yeah, the T-side's utility is depleted.
And you know a perspective you guys didn't consider.
Oh.
Lollipop's typically sweet, I admit, but have you not... Don't forget, there's chicken pops, meaty pops exist as well.
I've never loved the phrase meaty pops.
I know, but I just don't forget that, you know, meat on a stick exists and lollipop isn't
I
necessarily
thought
as
it'd be a
sweet as you may
kebab.
be.
Would it not be at that point?
I've seen chicken
point.
lollipops on the menu before.
Yeah, me too. At like one of those Asian restaurants.
Yeah, like
in
kind of a
Silvershire.
Vietnamese
Yeah.
kind of establishment. Speedak dead. MDS dead.
Round over.
And round over. That's the end
Save.
of my commentary. Thank you.
Will be a
for tuning in.
save. That was roughly 1 minute and 30 seconds of posturing, and then 3 seconds of kills.
It's why we mostly talked about the potential of
Lollipops.
meat pops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meat pop.
I don't like the way those words sound together either. You know when certain words sound nice or
Like
nice to
moist
say?
cake.
Don't like that.
I miss being able to bake brownie here. I was doing a lot of that at home. I haven't
You
cooked
don't have
anything.
an oven?
In my room?
Yeah.
No, there's no
Oh,
oven.
no,
Do
you
you know
like
what?
kitchen?
I'm such a twat. I bought a frozen pizza. It's just
You can put it in the microwave.
I can't microwave a frozen pizza.
You can.
That's a terrible idea.
Don't do that.
Microwavable pizza.
Horrible.
Harry
That's
would
barrel
judge me.
spotting. Are they going to shoot him?
There's Alex with his microwavable pizza.
Yeah, this bloody idiot.
For it.
You
You
can
know,
microwave a
Where's the oven?
pizza.
Is there an oven in there?
No oven.
No oven in there.
I just balance is showing where he was hiding, guys.
Yeah, see? There's Alex. Got a freezer, no oven.
Yeah, we have a fridge, and it has a little freezer
You
compartment.
have like a little top, like a stove top?
Yeah, just
Yes.
a stove top. Could I
No.
fry it
You could just put it in the microwave.
with a lid on or
You
something?
could microwave the pizza.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
You
It's gonna taste like garbo.
You could Gombo.
It's going to be. It's
I
not.
know
gonna
it
be
sounds like an
crisp.
Amiga
It's not-
player,
it's
but
not-
it is.
Here's what you need to do. You need to let it defrost first completely,
Oh,
and then
don't
microwave
do
it.
this.
I hate it.
It's just this soggy
Just
mess.
leaving a pizza to defrost at room temp.
Nasty.
Geo is in a position to do damage because MTS goes 1 for 1, and that was only with a P250. He's the hero of this round. If he gets an AK, if he takes Chopper down, he's only on half health as well. Speedak could distract. He's climbing the ladder as we speak, so that's the chance I was hoping for. That's huge. Nemiga, 2 kills, confirming there's another Brown Halls as well. They have to play the rest of this round perfectly, though, Chad. There's no doubt about it that there is a world where they could catch him, but Mir's
There we
threading around the world. Speedak's in an off angle. Shoulder's not been spotted. He will make a sound cue. Speedak can profit. That's the bomb, and that's the round over, unfortunately.
Oh, there was a chance.
There was.
I like that. I like the...
Still is if Speedak somehow gets Mir, but that's not happening, so...
Oh, Pop, you saw him. You saw his little noggin. Oh, Magix.
Ooh. Oh.
He's making steps.
So loud. So
I
loud.
don't think they knew he was there.
I think they thought it was maybe their additional balance, maybe. But dealt with.
5-1.
So pizza.
You can definitely microwave pizza.
Yeah, it's not the idea that you can or you can't. It's the fact of what would result.
I think
vile-
Dr. Oatkill would be rolling in his grave if he saw me throwing his pizza in the bloody
I'm
microwave.
going to Google it.
Yeah, but you want to use it, right? What are you going to do? Gift it? You're going to give Rush the pizza?
Could do. Rush.
You want the pizza?
I'll take a slice.
It's a,
No.
it's a pepperoni meat feast.
You got it here right now?
Oh, it's in the
meat
freezer
feast?
at home.
My
Is there an
freezer.
oven
He's
in
just
the
not
office
listening
somewhere?
to anything.
No,
we say.
there's no oven in the office.
You can reheat. Oh, yeah. You can reheat it.
But obviously not cook it.
Well, you can.
Chad, you are not a culinary expert, and I am not taking your advice on this one.
Okay, can you microwave frozen pizza? What happens if you want to... Do you keep an eye on the round?
Yeah, I got it.
Yep.
Geo. Get into the potential for an Ivy aggression. They changed their minds and dropped the smoke deep. That's actually perfectly timed. Just buys them all of that time.
They can actually use a little bit of a boost here if they want to post Idis Balance up and over that smoke, but clearly not on... Well, maybe. They're flirting with the idea. It's another slow round here, a minute.
Yep, so
5 seconds
over
left.
towards the... Ooh.
Oh, that was the low ramp pick, so we
Okay.
just saw them dismount from that.
Yeah, microwaving is not usually the ideal way to cook a frozen pizza. When you microwave a frozen pizza, the crust might become soft and soggy, dry and hard, or rubbery and chewy. The cheese might not melt evenly. It might even become gooey.
I would hate a soggy bottom. Absolutely hate a soggy bottom in my mouth, to be honest, from that pizza. Box is going to give it a good go. And he goes 1 for 1. There's MTS. He needs a second, but dropping off. That's not too shabby. Molly will force his hand, and Mir forced out. Lollipop.
Lollipop.
Yeah, he could moonwalk into Mir.
That's the bomb down.
And that's the round.
Nice.
4v1, Idis Balance, AWP, 25 seconds left. The late round coming back to Bite Spirit again. Sure, that's a kill. Sure, that's some money taken out of the CT side of Bank Balance, but Nemiga, they're going to get up to 2 rounds now. 2-5 will be the scoreline as Idis Balance will be saving the AWP over towards T-Spawn.
Okay, we've got some input as well from the viewers out there. Dragger says, no way that's edible. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, sorry, Chad. Have you ever actually tried to?
Yeah,
How did it go?
it was fine. Definitely had a soggy bottom, but you could eat it.
Okay, maybe I'll just... I mean, it's better than not eating it.
Yeah, I don't
you-
have an oven at mine.
Why don't you ask reception for an iron? What you
And
could
just-
do is microwave the pizza to get the top and all the cheese and stuff melted, and then
Yeah.
use the iron to crisp up the base.
Ooh.
You
Sounds
should get
terrible.
some baking paper and probably put that on the iron
Yeah,
first.
that would probably be a smart idea.
All right, well,
We are back in with the buy, though.
yeah, and iDisbalance still has that saved AWP, so let's see if he can get anything done within the early stages. Back towards Ivy he goes. This is the same default that Spirit are going for, and well, an interesting play towards inner. Nemiga have 3 players up low ramp. This is a lovely play. I like it. Aggressive.
Oh.
Doesn't pay off. They're eventually able to trade out, and now they know that MDS is the solo defender over towards the box holes. 2 players towards Yard, and Spirit can't play out these late executes. It will have to be more of a mid-round. So with the minute 25 left on the clock, all the utility they could ask for and no map control, Team Spirit have to put their heads together.
Let's see what that brain trust comes up with here. MDS with his eyes on potentially the ADS with the AUG. We will see how far he can push it. 4 corpses littering the brown halls and more to be added to that list as the Grim Reaper of brown halls is readying his scythe.
Crouching, not a great idea. Will be able to be spotted first because his knee's spotting out. Mir punishes that.
If he was standing up, he wouldn't. Today I
It
learned.
would have been a little bit less.
Yeah.
You know, maybe it wouldn't have been as easy for him to clear that because crouching on out.
There's a left eye
you're
for Mir.
wider. You're a wider model. So
Yeah, I remember when I was playing with Vendetta, and he doesn't like buying a kit because it makes him a little bit thicker.
That's not real.
Yeah.
Like Rush doesn't buy a kit, but he just says that's because I'm a freak.
That's
you know,
a
like
great reason from Ven. I really like that. I'm going to say that now instead.
I'm so sorry.
So Rush's
so sorry.
Rush's rationale for not buying a kit for you,
Waste
all
of
you at
money.
home is he doesn't think that it's necessary, and that's because Rush likes to play an aggressive style of Counter-Strike, never alive for the clutches, which is sad because Rush is actually very handy in those clutch situations, and I wish he'd have a bit more faith in his ability and buy a kit so
You
he
ever
can win
think
the round.
if he emotionally, plays so low that you have to then overcompensate by saying nice things about him, and he makes you do this? on
Yeah,
a
but that's
regular
fine. I'm
basis?
happy to do that.
You like being
I think
manipulated by
I'll
Rush
big him up. Yeah,
jealous. I
Rush
think
can
that's what it
manipulate me
is.
every day
I
of the week.
honestly don't believe Rush is capable of manipulation.
Of course he is. Of course he is.
I don't think he is. I genuinely think his character is too kind, too strong.
Yeah.
That he would be incapable of like not revealing his manipulation.
Intention.
Maybe he's that good at manipulating people that he has made you think that he is incapable of manipulation.
You want to say that with a straight
Ding, ding.
face to my face?
There it is.
Didn't
There it
think
goes.
so.
Yeah.
Disbalance has got boxed down though, and that's obviously part of my job to tell you that. There could be more, in fact. In fact, I anticipate there will be
Probably
in the
9
next
more.
1 minute and 35 seconds. Lollipop is a name, so is Chopper. And at the moment, they're just doing their usual, spreading themselves out across all of the extremities. Lollipop's vying for some control of main, and they will take it. This is good to see. A bit of proactive play from Nemiga, otherwise been rather muzzled by this T side so far. But as their ferocity wanes, so does the clock. Still 70 seconds for them to make up their mind as they slowly group up after taking that initial map control. No aggressive CT maneuvers. As it looks like a gamble stack's been taken by Nemiga.
I
Just
love it.
leaning towards the B side of the map.
They have to take these risks, right? Because they're being beaten quite easily by Spirit at this point. So that risk where they played 3 players in towards the low ramp, I liked it. It gave them a chance to get into the game, not just getting dictated to. And now with this gamble, well, they will save if it is going to be the A side of things. And as we can see, that's exactly where this is going to be. Smoke on over from iDisbalance will be going over towards the Pop Dog position of running smoke from Magix because he likes to do it the most difficult way possible. It's going to go over towards the Ivy position.
Are they going to save on this?
Yeah, they'll save.
Okay, can we check those CT models if they do start to save, see what the kit looks like in comparison? So we'd be
So,
looking for an
MDS.
MDS. I don't know on these player models. Is it different? Okay, so the booty's a little thicker there.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely
Not by
a
a
bit more.
large margin. I think Halvor's just making up some nonsense,
Yeah.
really.
Definitely.
Okay, so we forgot to buy a kit, and now
And this guy's
he's-
called Rickshaw, I think. And he's got some really obnoxious voice lines that
You like
people
his
like
hat?
to spam.
What do you think about his hat? I feel like it doesn't match the rest of the color scheme.
Doesn't. No, he's clearly grabbed that off the hook a lot bit last minute.
Yeah, not a fan.
He obviously doesn't know the rules. You're not allowed to wear hats.
I like that they've given him all the extra details. Like I can see his like what they called
Headphones.
little liver spots.
Yeah.
Oh, he's seen some stuff, this guy.
Yeah.
Right now, he's seeing right through a
Got
massive
smile
bit of
lines though.
steel.
You can see he's no stranger to a good time. You can
Was
see
that
he's
a
been,
giggle?
he's been smiling, creasing his face with all of his happiness.
So right now, Gio's going to have to drop across an M4. The double AWPs will remain. And going into another round of Counter-Strike, we will have probably the slow default from Team Spirit.
One would expect.
And if that's the style of Counter-Strike that they're going to go with here against an underdog, a timeout will be taken from Nemiga to talk through their options. So
the strategy that Team Spirit are going for is, sorry, Chad, to interrupt you.
Yeah.
I imagine there's also an element of it that by being so slow, by being so methodical, they can also drive their opponents mad as well.
That is an actual thing, that if you do mix up the style of Counter-Strike you're coming in with and start playing very, very slow, you can get impatient, you get a bit pushy, you can lose concentration on your mouse, which sounds silly, but you know, you have to stare at that crosshair holding lines on the CT side.
Yeah, I actually experienced that firsthand when we were doing that Vertigo game. We were saving in a 2v5, and right in the last second, like after staring at that push for 45 seconds, they just all appeared.
Yeah.
And by that point, I was in a different universe. I was just tracing different shapes with my mouse. I was thinking about the next round. It was very, very frustrating, and I can see how even in a pro level that happens. Because you've got to choose your moments, you know, for that focus. If you've got a battle of endurance like a best of 3. Got to choose that focus wisely. So, failed nades and default spread from Team Spirit at this juncture. Would love to see some initiative being taken, and Box has taken main, and never mind. Short-lived. Geo, though, onto Disbalance. That's a big duel to be winning.
Oh, Speedax found one as well. So, Nemiga, with the saved weapons, are looking hot to trot here. 3v5 situation. The AWP's finally ringing true. Lollipop going to be Molotoved out of position, and Geo's found another. So this is a round on the board for Nemiga. Surely they don't lose a 2-on-5.
Geo's pulled this one right out of the bag. Might even get another one if Mir's feeling himself. He's actually heading towards main, and Lollipop's found Chopper in the meantime, so there is nothing to report.
All right, what are we looking at that's likely here? Like I said, I wanted Nemiga to get 10. They can't get 10 anymore. The best they can do is 8. And if these double ops continue to find opening picks, they might be able to get on the board. But now that Spirit know exactly what they're up against, I would see a couple of options for their attack. One of which would be heading over towards that B bomb site and doing a set piece. Smokes and Molotovs down the low ramp through the windows, Molotoving towards the back of the bomb train, and deeper smokes to cut off the AWPers in rotation. The flashes, well, that's a given. Or you can go for set smokes towards the bomb train, get 3 along the front of the bomb train, and force your way down Pop Dog and out main, get a plant, hold the AWPs at bay, and then play some smart post plants. It looks like they will just be opting for the default spread once more. Passively over towards Ivy. We can see I disbalance with the AWP. Playing in transition is Magix. He's actually tucked on this little position where he can jump just to his right there, elevate himself, and then see over towards Ivy and help out I disbalance in case he gets pushed. So a nice little spot there from Magix. But it looks like they will be picking up the bomb. Smoke towards Pop Dog. Will hold Mir's Molotov at bay, and now retooling Team Spirit will be opting for one of those set pieces towards inner. But guess who we saw do this not long ago? It was Astralis against Na'Vi, and they made it work much better than that. SDY and Mir take out MDS and Box respectively, and the inner bomb site is open for business. Speedak will drop a smoke to hopefully hold them at bay for a little bit longer, but now with 55 seconds on the clock and a 2-man advantage, Spirit could do whatever the bloody hell they like.
Yes. Jason Moses O'Toole just let me know he's watching the game. He's really enjoying it. Maybe getting his head in the right space just before obviously heading into their big game tonight. Enjoying a little bit of counter on the way. Sure they're prepped for this one. Obviously, Liquid, a bit of a tougher task than I'm sure they imagined. However, Lollipop gonna find Chopper. Never gonna be sad saying that name. Lollipop.
Say it 3 times fast.
Lollipop, Lollipop, Lollipop.
There we go. Now you're excited.
That's how it works.
Well, they're going to save their guns again and hold on to this double AWP setup, as Lollipop will get out of the way, so Geo can push on through in towards team main.
Wrong answers only. Best CSGO pro player ever.
Sponge.
Oh. Oh.
Anders tried to banter me with that the other day.
Why is Anders?
I know, I just wrecked him. I was like, Sponge 4 majors, Anders none. I was like, what are you to wait? Why? Why would you even try? What's the point?
Yeah, it's not a great idea.
Oh.
Like, has Anders ever actually played at even a LAN?
I don't know,
like,
probably.
even just like a fun LAN. You reckon?
Yeah, I'd say
I can't
so.
imagine Anders car on his PC.
Yeah, Anders is like 40, so he's definitely played at a LAN back in the day.
I don't know. He didn't have it as his profile picture, so I don't know if I can believe him.
Is that the photos were that old that, you know, he was going to have to scan it onto the PC to
actually you're right. Maybe he didn't have a scanner.
Yeah, well, who's rolling around with a scanner these days? I don't even have a printer.
I don't either, actually. And sometimes I do...
Need to print something?
I do sometimes sit there and go, right,
wish I had a printer.
Where can I go?
And printers are pretty cheap. The problem is the ink. That's where they get you.
It's expensive, and they're massive as well.
I just make my own ink.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
How'd you do that?
Got a couple of squids in the aquarium, milk them.
Oh, yeah?
We milk them.
What do you do for the coloured ink?
Well, that's, I mean, I just feed them various fruits. Obviously, purple ink from beetroots.
Yeah.
Primary by beetroot-driven diet. For the red, I don't want to really talk about that one.
So you have to do this quite a bit in advance.
Yeah, I mean, I have to
How many
pre-plan
squids do you
what I'm
own?
printing. I own 3.
3 squids.
Yeah. Honestly, Epson hate me. They're taking me to court.
Is this in Malta or is
Yeah,
this...
no, Henry's feeding them right now.
Oh, he's looking
Oh,
after
he hit
them,
the
that's
wall
good.
bang. That's the end of my commentary.
So 8-3 for those of you listening on the radio, and we know there's a lot of you out there.
Apparently.
The score
Drive safe.
is looking very good for Spirit as they are bouncing back on their map pick. It wasn't great for them on Inferno. They did try to get a little bit of a comeback on their T side, but Nemiga put an end to that very quickly. Molotov down pop. Box will be holding this one through, and well, again, we have a nice slow round.
Jason did inquire about Lollipop. How do you feel his performance has been in this map? Obviously, he saw Inferno, but
It's been pretty sweet.
we're liking it still.
Yeah. Well, obviously on Train, they are struggling.
Of
but
course.
Inferno was great. Lollipop was one of the factors over there. As the late round take will come on through. 30 seconds left is when Spirit decide to attack. They've already lost the opening, and they might just save.
Lollipop.
20 seconds left in the round. Box gets another, and they're limping out one at a time.
Oh, they got 2 kills though. Make it 3, but they're on 15 seconds, and there's one of them. Midas Balance dead.
Great round from Speedak. Found the opening as they came out of main with 30 seconds remaining, and at that point, if Team Spirit are unable to trade efficiently, they get stifled, they get slowed down, and you see exactly what that means. So Speedak here, lovely little shot in rotation over towards Ivy, cleaning up that mess, and then even to finish things off. So good round there from Nemiga as they posted 4 on the board. Money still decent for a Team Spirit buy.
I like this little Nemiga squad.
Yeah, they're plucky, aren't they?
Yeah, they've got a little pizzazz to them.
Sass.
Little je ne sais quoi.
I feel like if they can manage 7, that'll be the last 3 rounds here of the half.
That would
They
certainly.
probably won't win, but they'll make it much more competitive.
Alex, what is your favorite French food? Wrong answers only.
This is the second map.
Yes, this is. The third map will be Nuke. Nuke is the 3rd map of the series here this evening, and if we want it to be a 2-0, Nemiga, they'll need to come alive right now. The double orb's still in play. Team Spirit, they need these RMR points.
They really do, Chad. They gotta get them. They need them.
So SDY, he's just going to be on the Deagle.
at the
Chopper's opted
buy.
for the Tech 9. Orp for eye disbalance and 2 AK-47s in play. So still threatening here. Team Spirit have had some success over towards the inner side against some of these aggressive pushes from Nemiga. But again, he will just be faking the default spread. This is going to be a quicker round from Spirit. And how can I tell? Well, they've already left Ivy. They've already left main.
Oh, I've always compared CIS Counter-Strike to Swedish Counter-Strike coaching. There's always a threat. And at the moment, pushing down that lower ramp,
How long are you holding on to that for?
literally 5 seconds. Just
How do you?
thanks. Speedak has an AWP. That's my analysis of the situation. It's a crossfire you often see as well. This is one that's often rewarded. MDS mows them down. Is my map lagging? No, they're all just standing still. And here they go. That's the trigger. MDS pulls his onto SDY. If he finds Chopper, we are cooking with gas. Speedak.
Always in trouble.
Lots of it. And Chopper's just beating MDS as well. This is good stuff from Spirit as they look to secure the 3rd. Bombs down, looking like a 90 round, but the numbers favoring the CTs. Just Balance trying to change things. He spots Box. Oh, Magic's screwed.
He's low.
Yeah, he's going to get hunted down here. He's trying to remain dynamic.
Oh, nice.
And no, Disbalance levels the odds and takes them both down. Oh, dear. Nemiga, disaster strikes. Box to clutch. No
That's the
smoke.
problem.
Does have a kit. And he's actually done the movement.
It's not planted for eye disbalance.
It's impressive movement. All the same, and a missed shot does mean that Box has recovered onto the bomb.
He got off it. Oh, Boxy boy. Well, that'll be another round on the board. 9 for Spirit now as eye disbalance goes down with the ship. And if we take a look here at the money, eye disbalance shouldn't be able to afford an AWP. So it will just be the AKs coming on out.
What is MDF? Is that a type
MDS?
of, like, no, MDF.
It sounds like a type of plasterboard.
I think it is. It's a fiberboard. Yeah, okay, fair enough. I was trying to think of why I knew MDS, and it's because I was thinking it was MDF.
Well, when we used to work in construction back in the day, Lauren, you know, we were well and truly on top of this stuff. So get your PVC and your AS 3500 and...
I don't know if we'll be needing any PVC here, Chad. I don't know what sort of construction sites you work on.
the ones with the plumbing.
Exactly. Trying to get up close and personal. This is going to be a close-range fight. Turn that rather long-range gun to a shotgun. Doesn't quite make it happen. T-side going to get the advantage early as Sundyne Young can clear through. Pop, comfortable. On the back, say hello.
Wow.
Box flies off the ladder. I just bounce, leaps back in. It's brutality. And then it's just the sweet little lollipop. All that's left.
Lollipop,
meaty.
lollipop,
Lolly,
lollipop.
Lolly, lollipop. Boom, 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 boom. Come on, baby, lollipop. Tell you why. You're as sweet as a cherry pie. Ba-dum, ba-dum. And all that jazz. Start the car.
All right.
Full commitment, of course.
1v3, position noted, Famis in hand, kill to come in, or will he save? Well, it's going to be the latter, as Lollipop, now with 20 seconds remaining on that bomb, will do his very best to hold on to the Famis, as Magic has picked up that AWP to give over to iDisbalance for the last round of the first half. Mia with that AK-47, and Chopper, can he find anything in transition? Well, he's picked up an AK as well, so great stuff. Bomb will go off. Lollipop will take the lick of damage from the bomb, and he stares down the barrel there. So good stuff there from Lollipop. As the last round of play will be coming on in. The buy won't be great. It was only the $2,400 loss bonus coming through for Nemiga, and you can see what that does to the buy. There's going to be a Famis, going to be some light armor, full set of utility, and 3 MP9s. So pound for pound, the best gun in the game, but a map like Train doesn't give you too many avenues. They will have to expend a lot of utility towards team main or close towards Pop Dog to get on in and use those MP9s more potently. They've also had an affinity for the 3-man lean towards the B bomb site, and they might even pull something off like that again. So looks like they're doing exactly that. Flash is good, push is better. SDY gets dinked on through. He
that's
be able to mop
huge.
up the mess.
That's exactly what the doctor ordered. The third map looms as the 11th. Could very well be Spirits. A nice trade, Disbalance, finding them after Chopper taking some flak. Mir walks past him in the smoke. Geo humiliated. And that's the end of that. 11-4 on the half. Spirit flying, soaring through the sky in pursuit.
Soaring,
The third
flying.
half. We'll be right back, guys, to see how this one ends up.
Look into your eyes, I see the colors of your soul, and I recognize every single line, every single roadblock. We are two hearts that beat in time. And that's how I was looking down all night, blocking out the sun that we need. Maybe we can change our stripes and colors. You're the only one I see. And I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night. And I take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your door. Go outside, stay up all night. Sleep through the sunrise. Into my past and I count the numbers of the dreams that I left behind. I don't even care now that I've discovered a new kind of peace of mind. Up above us, looking down on us, there's an angel I know. We don't need to worry or discuss much. It's time for me to hit the road. Take it all or nothing at all. Driving through the night till I'm at your
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to IEM New York 2020. Today we have Nemiga, the underdogs, taking on Team Spirit. Map number 2 is Train, and Spirit, well, they've bounced back with a vengeance. 11-4 on the half T side of their map choice. Very similar scenes to what we saw on Inferno, where Nemiga upset the likes of Spirit. Now we get back underway here. The buys have come on in. And we take a little look at this. On the CT side, it's going to be Magics with the utility, smoke and a kit. On the T side, well, they're going to be rocking some smokes towards the yard position, and away they go. Barreling out middle here. Chopper will have to deal with that. Of Speedak, he's been dinked on through. 13 HP, has to hide. Magic's taking damage as well here. Bomb site's been overrun. Nemiga are looking good for this as Magic's finds one. Chopper going up the ladder, and all the kills have fallen for Team Spirit. It's just Box.
Poor old Box gets put down. It's a quick ending, it looks like. Spirit want to get this one wrapped up. They want to get to map 3. They're, you could argue, even ashamed a little of that first map. Maybe want to shake that off, get on to the final.
Well, this one should be over quickly now because Team Spirit, they will be buying straight in. Mir's got that silenced M4. There's 2 Famouses in play, a Scout for added balance and an MP9 for SDY. And it looks like Nemiga are actually going to be playing this one quite safe. They're not opting to buy on in here. None of their individuals have double digits, and that's not ideal when you did start on the CT side of a map like Train. You can see here as well that it will just be one upgraded P250 and a B rush. So you maybe have experienced a strat like this before, but it's out high ramp they go. So Magix is going to be tested here. The waterfall, it's looking good.
Got support, Mir's in support there. You can see the combination doing well. Yeah, very nice stuff from Spirit. This is what we expected though, or at least what I expected looking at a team who comes in from the Pro League, from the best in the West. Kind of.
Yeah.
We'll say it for now.
It
13-4 though, and yeah, we're gonna have the buy coming in, but they do get the bonus round. I feel as though they're gonna stick on that. Rifles out.
I just bounce upgraded away from the Scout straight into the AWP as well, so not messing around here.
Nah.
And SDY will be able to use that MP9 quite handily on a map like this. It doesn't look like we're live.
Okay.
Rush, what have you done?
Rush,
what have you done?
I'm gonna look.
What have you pressed?
Oh, people saying live and stop. So I genuinely don't know if this is live. Lots of talking. Live, stop live.
Well,
let me double check again.
No damage has been done, so I'd say it's probably
the game
not live.
will restart in 1 second. Oh,
thank you. That was perfect, Rush. You've nailed it.
Thank you.
That's what we're looking for when we want to get your insight.
Roger
we're not
that.
asking for the weather conditions, because if there were weather conditions in Counter-Strike, I probably wouldn't play this game.
I tell you what they say, Mo, but a lot of times I don't understand the language they're using. That's kind of the problem. I only know one, you see. It's kind of rough.
Yeah.
I feel as though live and not live though is quite easy to translate, right?
They said it in English, thank God.
Rush, I'll teach you some. I'll teach you some Russian.
Oh, okay.
До свидания.
Da.
Okay. Well, that means goodbye. But we're about to get underway. AKs are out. iDisbalance still has that AWP. So the buy is exactly how we prefaced it earlier. 13-4 is the scoreline. Magic's pushing up close and personal. We'll have to deal with Lollipop. Sees the toes, but also sees the flames.
Okay, but they burned through a lot of that util quite early on. The T's are left down with very limited as to what they started with, however. MDS just on the smoke. Everything else is flashes, and there's not much of that. So keep that in mind as we go forward. The later this round draws out, the less and less they have to build with. Magic's lingering, lurking at the bottom here. Lollipop
Punch the gap.
What a danger.
He's a madman.
Oh.
Put that in your box and smoke it.
Yeah, Magix is happy with this. He probably obviously unconfirmed damage, but now look at it. 2 players, 50 HP because of his work.
There's already 2 players over towards the B site, so you can take a look at the inner hold right now. Chopper in tandem with none other than iDisbalance over towards high ramp. It's this smoke and flashes. That's all they have to work with. So as long as they don't get sprayed down, Nemiga could get site access and plant that bomb. But Chopper wanting to harass, lobs out a low ramp flash, doesn't get a reaction of footsteps. Still has the molly. That comes out now. And iDisbalance, he's fluffed his lines.
Yeah, way caught off. Tricky position, maybe just incorrect positioning, maybe looking the wrong way. Whatever it may be, it's cost him a chance in this. And the 4v3 now begins. The bomb gets planted, and the T's get to at least put up a defense here.
And I really feel like they should go for it because iDisbalance heavily invested into the AWP, which has been recovered from Speedak. And as I say that, of course, they will save. Magix is now all the way over in the Ivy position, and this will be the round on the board for Nemiga. So they're 5th, they're first on that T half. And for them to bring this back, it is very unlikely. This would be a gargantuan comeback, and it's not because of the scoreline, it's because of the disparity between these 2 teams, or the one that should exist. They're clearing together, they're playing together. We did talk about the fact that this is basically the Super Bowl for Nemiga. Obviously, there's more teams in that mix, like the Cyber Legacies that we've seen. There's Windstrike, there's Ethereal. We've got a bunch of names. Hellraisers, of course, retooling, rebuilding. So within the CIS region, we always talk about a lot of talent, but we don't have the quality of team, you know, across the board as what you would do if you were to look over towards Europe. Still rocking that headband. The fizz bumps will come out, and we'll get that next round underway. Round number 19. 13-5 is now the scoreline. The buy will come back out for Spirit. I just bound to be on the Org, no Orb. Could not afford one.
Anticipation builds. It's a good find from Lollipop. SDY down in the Pop Dog room. Emir filling the gap. Magic's with a nutmeg ahead of him. Just as it fades, realizing it's not favorable for him to stand and watch it fade, it would be an advantage for Gio, who's continuing to forge a path forwards. A nice find. Disbalance does go down. Looks like Nemiga are not going to go down without a fight here. Going to draw it out, get nice and close, then take us to a third.
Double digits, that's what we're looking for.
Yeah, exactly.
Be competitive.
Just to keep it competitive, keep that scoreline.
It'd be good for their confidence going into the third map as well.
Got to get the mojo flowing. And at the moment, you know, it's easy to kind of just be focused on the extremity of your loss as opposed to what you're capable of. So any rounds they find here on the T side are going to be really good just to build as a building block of confidence for that third map.
Rush, you like playing with blocks?
Sure. You were talking about Minecraft?
Yeah, how's Minecraft going? You want to talk us through some Minecraft? Because you're about to get an eco here.
I do like Minecraft. I played a bit with Jay and Lauren.
How would you describe Lauren's like architectural approach?
Very artsy, very artsy. Yeah, very.
Does she like focus on like the details as opposed to
quite an interior designer?
Right. Okay. So the interiors are really well elaborated.
Yeah, I like to try and utilize different objects to try and make some very curious maybe desks, a lovely bookshelf,
unusual decor.
Yeah, I'm very much into that. Haven't had the time yet, really.
I'm usually the one making like just a big minecart ramp. Just straight into the underground abyss.
I love that creativity. Yeah. I was thinking on Rush's little realm there. Obviously, it's an eco. Don't worry. I know you guys have noticed that already, so don't mind that we're merely talking about other things because it doesn't matter. On Rush's realm, I was considering either going for like a big redstone build, like something that will maybe break the server. I haven't done that yet.
Like a full-on like analog
24-hour clock, yeah.
Digital clock, obviously, would make more sense.
How deep can you dig holes in Minecraft?
Rush actually has the full block calculated.
I believe it's around 64 blocks, maybe. I don't actually know. I can't remember. You can go like 256 high.
The elevation doesn't matter. It's just like the bottom
when you open the coordination where the bedrock is.
Maybe, yeah.
And the bedrock lasts about 5 blocks.
Why is your Minecraft nerd American?
Well, of course.
I don't understand. What do we mean? What are we talking about? Bedrock?
So there's a finite amount you can go to.
There's a point you can't dig any further.
And there's also a cap on the ceiling too. So there is just kind of a middle ground of you'll have bedrock on both sides that you can't. You're not meant to be able to get through, but you can by doing bits and pieces. However, they're your hard limits, and then above and below that you'll have your filler areas. Rush has a. That was gonna sound horrible. Rush has a lovely seed. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Nice seed,
you have a beautiful mountain range that I really like.
It's very nice. Nice village.
Didn't build there though.
Yeah, well, I don't build in Minecraft, to be honest. I destroy the dragon. He had no idea what's coming.
You haven't even made it there yet.
Right. No, true. I need more pearls, man. The Hoglins are giving me bad trades.
They were giving me some bad items. I've got a lot of crying obsidian, a lot of nonsense.
Cool. Crying obsidian.
Yeah, it's similar to obsidian, but you can't make a nether portal out of it.
Nether portal.
But it looks you can make a respawn beacon.
But I do mostly like my PvP Minecraft. I play a lot of Anarchy servers. I like them. They're good fun.
I've seen some very cool, like, I think that must be what you're referring to. I've seen some content where dudes are like, it's like kind of a battle royale in Minecraft kind of thing or something like that.
There's a few of those.
Golden apples. They're like eating golden apples and shooting people with bows.
Yeah, it's the economy's just screwed.
They had this bucket strat where like you try and trap people in, like if you build blocks around them with bedrock, you can just lock them in and stuff.
Yeah, that's very Anarchy-esque. Maybe a little 2v2t moment there.
That's the one.
Yeah, I like that server. Played on it once in a while.
There's one server that's completely unruled. Is that what I just 2B2T? There's one with no rules, Chad.
No rules.
No rules, and anyone can join. And so you look at it.
Clients, a lot.
It's completely blown up. And apparently there was this one last
Incursion.
bastion of hope and twilight, where there's this beautifully built house and it was preserved in 2B2T as like a point of history, and some disrespectful noobs who showed up and destroyed it.
People have learned how to
Yeah.
water cube things now, so you can lock things in massive amounts of water, which is very hard to grief. However, we do have guns out, so I can start looking at Counter-Strike again, and maybe consider Minecraft later as my filthy little dirty secret, but that is no secret at all. Magic's going to lose life instantly. Speed boost, run boost for Speedak.
I've always wondered if he named himself Speedak because it sounds like Speed Hack.
I think so too.
Wow.
I reckon that's what he's done there.
And I like it. Now, they are just going to try and finish towards the B site, as we can see the bomb and 2 other members now over towards the box halls.
They're pushing 3 main. Like, that's a
Risky maneuver, isn't it?
risky maneuver considering Speedak's currently holding it. So I think they're thinking better of moving too much further. Flash on disbalance. Is he just going to kind of left eye this? Oh, Speedak.
He might get lucky.
Good.
If he goes for a wall bang, could be a tag on the cards here, but he would need to have some kind of a hint or at least a bit of intuition. And now as they come down Pop Dog, he might get a little bit of the first. Lollipop and Mira heading for a duel.
I'd love it if he'd have smoked, flashed after his smoke. Let's see if he does. Flash into main possibility.
Is he going Ivy?
Yeah, he's floating, flashed above.
Main.
And that's the frag Disbalance was waiting for. And Lollipop beheading 1 confirms Disbalance is still in there. And Chopper's gone down as well. Looks like Nemiga could very well find an 8th here. STY makes a bit of a meal out of it. This could be Disbalance's frag though, and it is. Great shot, 2-on-2, made 2v1. 1-on-1, MDS only got 10% HP though, and with 9 seconds left, he's really got nothing other than, death.
Unlucky. That was a nice attempt
2v4.
Yeah, it was a good attempt, but I think STY, after that first kill onto Geo, they was just able to play passive towards the back of the bomb train. The clock was an issue. Not the same for Team Spirit in their first half. They were always able to handle those late round plays. And this was the opening from MDS, and unfortunately, he was the last man to go down. Did take all that damage early to Magix. You can see here just being mopped on up by STY. So that's going to be 14 on the board for Team Spirit now. And this one's running away from them. This was looking like a 3rd map, definitely. And that will be Nuke as the decider. But out yard MDS goes. He wants to take this one with a fight, and that's more than what Magix is going to offer up. MP9 takes down MDS, and we slow down again. So no trade potential, no room being taken. Nemiga are just going to be stalled out across the map. That's a great nade.
Yeah, Magic's getting a little bit back to him.
Okay, well, Mir's gone down, so there is a chance here. Locked in towards Pop is Magix, and he's low, so there's a 2nd kill. And Geo's made that happen. So now they just have to deal with STY. He was the thorn in the side. Persistent factor last round, and the bomb's down, so this is trouble.
I really thought they had the timing on that then, but even with the advantage, they still dropped the ball a touch. Now, Molotov showing an additional player. Lollipop trying to stay relevant to trying to get that bomb back into control. Panic spray. Lollipop scared for his life. Sweet little Lollipop.
Okay, STY's down. I just balanced 2. This is a round right now for Spirit. They just need to get that bomb down. For Nemiga, sorry, not Spirit. Spirit are the ones on the receiving end.
Yeah. And Chopper, well, you'd need an upgrade here, which maybe you'd get.
Geo's on for an ace.
He is, and he's been playing very well throughout the series. He gets it denied and then some. Lollipop does save the day, though. Keeps it together.
Okay, so once again, the CT-sided economy is in a pretty horrible spot. Just take a look at the bottom right-hand of your screen there. 3,400 is the top end for IDIS balance, and down the bottom was 1,950. So this is how Geo started things off. He took a risk through that mid-smoke, and it actually caught Mir. Low, Magix went down, and then STY was also peppered on up. So a great round there from Geo. As you can see, we should be witnessing an eco round. And there you go. Just the P250 ride disbalance. Zeus coming out for Magix. CZ for Chopper. Deagle for SDY. And 4 players towards B to kick off this round. Nobody home. Setting up for a yard execute. The smokes go over. Flashes as well. Just need to take their time against these pistols.
Yeah, just tread lightly, tread smartly. Lots of control given to them and early chip damage. Doesn't see the bomb get stopped either. Chopper's pushed in though and will be found out. Disbalance revealing his location, but landing into Box's spray. Should be a 9th for Nemiga. No issues converting this one as the remaining CTs with $700 invested amongst the three of them. They will just watch this one wrap on up.
Do you want some updates on the DreamHack Open 4 games that have been going on?
Yes,
Definitely.
please.
Yeah, that might give some people something to have a little bit of a think about here. There's been lots of matches going on today. So
I know that
some of the
Vitality
results-
one was earlier, right?
Vitality smashed Mousesports. That was 2-0. Godsent were able to get across the line against Saw. They're from Portugal. NIP lost 2-0 to Sprout. So NIP, don't know what
What's
the bloody hell is going
happening?
on
Because
over
there
there.
was so much hype around those guys.
Nork's just come back.
He has just come back, so that's going to be a curious one. See how long they take to get back on their feet. Big managed the 2-0 victory over FaZe, who just won IEM New York for the European division. So
Online
swings and roundabouts,
CS.
isn't it crazy?
Yep.
And G2, well, they've bounced back after their woeful performance in IEM with a 16-12, 16-13 2-0 victory over Endpoint. So Endpoint continuing to push, which
I
is
heard
great.
Kenny had a really good series as well, like in
Did he?
that Endpoint game, because Mighty Max took to Twitter saying this dude just doesn't miss. So I think Kenny was back off.
They
his
felt the
old
Kenny
Kenny.
pain.
Yeah, they felt how that can feel.
And then Fnatic just dealt with OG in a 3-map affair.
Oh, cool.
God.
Okay, sounds like some good CS that's been happening over there. And of course, let's see how round 24 shapes up. 2 towards the Brown Halls.
Another weird investment, though. You can see that SDY is on the MP9 again. And look, he can definitely make it work, but it's not the ideal weapon.
Wiggle of his mouse. Are they boosting?
Hello?
Hello.
You don't see the towers too often these days. Not something that we see as much as we did.
Oh.
Rush is Rush.
Is he invisible? Is he using an invisibility cloak, or has he genuinely pixel
He's standing
walking?
on the.
He must be on that little thingy majiggy.
He must be on something.
Feels interesting, man.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
We'll
but-
leave that one.
Not my
we
job
won't
to
touch
know.
that one with a 10-foot barge pole.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and just move far away.
Swiftly on now.
Cool info, though. I didn't know you could do that. Maybe we can flirt with that if it's easy to do.
I'd love to play some train.
Yeah, we'll put Train, Nuke, Vertigo. Matt Paul, what do you think?
Yeah, maybe tomorrow.
Rogue Company? Wow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, you got to book me in a day in advance.
Oh, that's true. We've got Rogue Company
We've
tonight.
already
anyway.
booked him in tonight, yeah.
No, I didn't confirm that. So
He's already booked him.
No, it's nice to have him. So with 3 rep pushing the inner side, Chopper needs multi-kill and not going to find any kill. SDY did catch Gio with his aforementioned spot.
yeah, well, I'm curious about that spot, but I'm sure we'll hear about it in the near future because Team Spirit, they're
Dad?
going to give us a chance to say yes.
I mean, double digits. This is where we start building the comeback story.
Yeah, I want to see them weather the storm of a gun round where iDisbalance has the AWP and SDY has a rifle. I need to see that. I need to see 4 rifles and an AWP
long
on a
till they
CT
have
side of
that?
buy. A long time now. They will be saving. They do get 2,900 as their loss bonus at the tail end of this round. And if you add 2,900 onto 850, that doesn't get you enough to buy the AWP. So there won't be any AWP coming on through for 1 to 2 rounds, depending on the type of buy that Spirit opt for. But if they take their foot off the gas and continue to go for these interesting style purchases, Nemiga could punish. And there's no reason they can't steal this one away or take us to overtime. As we can take a little bit of a look here. Team Spirit with only 1 timeout left after this one. And the late stages might just be talking through exactly what I was just prefacing. The fact that they can't get their AWP out, the fact that they haven't had any real crazy full CT buys. They won the pistol, they converted.
And I guess we also talk in the essence then about iDisbalance being a little ride or die, isn't he?
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, he actually did some decent work with the AK when we watched him on Nuke, but at the same time, the stats back up the fact that he needs the AWP. And if he is AWPing that much, the reason that it is so integral is because a lot of their strategies, a lot of their holds would be built around the primary AWPer. That's kind of how a lot of these teams work. And getting him the AWP should be priority number 1. So they've actually dropped things across. They've decided to give him the AUG, which now that AWP discussion is even further away, Lauren, than where we immediately thought it was. So if Nemiga can win this one, they're in with a real shot. It's 3,400 as the loss bonus going into the next round for Team Spirit if they lose this, which isn't good enough to get any of them a real buy. So let's keep our eyes peeled as round 25 gets underway. Standard smokes towards Yard. E-Boxer and 5 lane come on out. The CTs. 1 towards Pop, 1 towards E-Box. Mir on top of the green train. Dealing with Ivy will be iDisbalance. And towards the B side of things is Chopper playing Retake.
Okay.
Ooh.
That was a double nade, if I'm not mistaken, but iDisbalance takes a touch of damage. This will be the first test. It's quite a big test too, keep in mind. It may not be the full purchase. It may not be the, the AWP, but it is a scoped weapon. We'll see how well it does. Beyond that, though, the T's running down their utility quite early on. Now, I see 2 smokes, a couple of flashes, and molly, but it really isn't a great deal.
It does feel to me like they are going back towards the B side of things. We can see Lollipop and Geo walking all the way back from Ivy, holding that shift key. Don't want to give up any sound cues in case there is aggression. But Chopper, he might get some early info. Only 10 kills to his name, but if he sees a lot of players over towards the box holes here, they can call this rotation. IDisbalance is actually falling further back. There's a massive gap towards Ivy right now. Main has now been smoked off. They're going through this.
Ooh, Sumda Young!
Whoa. Problems for Mir.
Flash is great.
Yeah, perfect. Speedak catching Mir. But Disbalance laying down the law. MDS catching another, though. Puts it all onto Chopper. Bomb needs to be scooped up. That's way back. Chopper's going to be sneaking behind him. I'm not sure they're ready for this. There is a smoke.
Look how
He's
far
gonna
away that is.
disrespect it. And that's a free 1v1. Now Speedak knows where Chopper is, and with only
Needs to get a
15
move on.
seconds.
He has to start running.
Yep. Chopper hears this.
Oh, he's got to keep going. You don't get to stop.
Burning and pushing.
Oh, God,
Good plan.
Does he chase this?
It's the AWP.
Oh, this is dangerous. He's got the P250 out. Chopper's up on the ladder. Swings out and Speedak. I can't believe he did that.
Let's go. Speedak. He had a lot of calculated risks in a short space of time there.
Yeah, there was
First
so many
test.
problems. There were so many problems. The fact he got that molly down, it wasn't perfect, the molly, but it was enough to tickle him up to make him low enough for that P250
Yeah,
to finish
exactly.
him off. But you thought that hold, and when I say you, I meant me, and I meant probably all of you at home, were watching that. The setup they had was perfect. They were close pop, they were close main, they used their smokes, and you can see what that round means.
Oh, I love it.
They shouldn't be winning a round like that. Like, they should have been covered off every day of the week.
Yeah, it's good to see the energy in the Nemiga camp. It's definitely keeping me going.
Oh, Speedax copped a big nade to the hero of
that's
last
a
round.
yikes.
Yeah, now they just need not to fumble this, right? If
Looks
Nemiga
like they
can
are.
hold on to this, they're in with a real shot.
Yeah, but watch. Lollipop handles the first test. MDS meets his demise, but Lollipop equally trades. This is okay now. The only thing they could potentially lose the round 2 is a quick pop flank. Molly will send SDY away from the close hold. He'll have to disrespect, or rather respect, the flames on the floor. It is a 2-1 split of the CTs. They've still got Geo and Speedak way back towards spawn. So I imagine the bomb's going back towards Yard. Mir's going for another push. Imagine if Lollipop gets another here. But they have to take risks, calculated risks from the CTs here, and he's actually going to find himself an M4. Excuse me, an
Ooh,
8K.
that's quite nice.
It's quite the find. Not liking the fact that he's been given all of this information, and now the remaining CTs will be able to position accordingly. But Ivy's a safe bet, and actually probably the safest bet they could have taken here.
Yeah. I don't like this because of basically Sumda Young. If he gets away with anything, I thought that was it. Yeah, it's still making me very uncomfortable.
Look at this. Look at Mir. Geo's mollied it. Perfect timing, and he doesn't get the info. Speedak's vulnerable now.
Oh, the miss.
Missing his shot. Still gets the first, Geo the second, and now problems start to arise. Box and Lollipop have to be the heroes of this one. A scavenged AK could lead to their demise. Time, so much plentiful time for them. Magix and Mir. I think he's got a good idea as to Lollipop's location. Yeah, the jiggle confirms it, and oh, he's getting so many chances. They're both up on green train, pushing in one-on-one. Box faked out. Mir trying to find it, and he confirms it's not on the bomb. It looks like Box has done enough, but only by the skin of his teeth. No kit, good spray.
Hell.
Look at the
Get
money.
away.
Look at the money right now on Nemiga. Now, I know that they only have a 2-round, Spirit only have a 2-round buffer here, but you have to consider that all this cash. So even if Nemiga lose a round, they will be able to purchase on in. So even if it ends up 15 to 12, 15 to 13, whatever, there's always a chance. Now, IDisbalance has finally been able to get the AWP out, but I need to see the rest of the team's spirit with a buy. Because if they're not all rocking the rifles, it's going to be trouble. It is going to be real trouble.
Wow, well played, Box. Held his nerve there. Held his nerve, and that's the coach. Doesn't want to shout, doesn't want to get the blood pumping just yet, but they know that it's a step further in closing this one.
Ooh. Double ops are possible here. And look at the cash right now, as we do have a bit of
Where's
a...
match paused?
Rush, what's going on?
Let me press some buttons over here.
Because I'm pretty sure Spirit used all their timeouts, although this would be the ideal time to have a conversation about a buy, right?
Well, it looks like a personal issue,
no,
so
they
I can't
still
say
have
what
some
it is.
timeouts. They still have a
They
couple.
do?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they used all of
No,
those.
they have one left. This is just
Okay,
a bit of a technical issue, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. So we'll get this one fixed as soon as possible and get it back underway. But if you're just joining us, the first map did fall in favor of Nemiga. That was their map choice of Inferno, 16-9. They had a fantastic T-half, 11-4, and then able to close it out actually quite easily on their CT side.
Fantastic T-halves. Conversation continues here on Train. They're on 8 T rounds.
Yeah, and they've even managed to get 5 on the trot here. So of the last, 9 rounds played, they've won 8. And that's quite the haul, because this is traditionally a CT-sided map. So now we will get back underway. Freeze time ticking on down. The buy is completely coming through. No secondary AWP for Team Spirit. Just opting to go for 4M4s, the AWP, but they have all that utility. So this is a buy that we can get behind.
I mean, we're close to getting behind the last one. It just was without the AWP. So that being the big switch up here, let's see what the impact is. And we know that IDisbalance needs that AWP sometimes. It's a big component of what he is.
Early smokes, and Speedax the one that goes out early and tags up SDY. 1 into the thigh. Speedax burning, gets away. Early damage inflicted all the same. Gio's lurking up. Mia's having a look. He's not going to find anything. Oh, an ambitious attempt, and actually softening up SDY. He does get away from that nade.
If they were to fall back and go for a B execute right now, we can see that it's just Magic solo on the site, and he's actually quite committed. MVS is taking a risk, and it hasn't paid off.
Yeah, and now one fumble from Magic, so this opens up a door. And look at the rotations, instantaneous. They're pouring over here. If this was just a flirtation with the idea, but no, it's the commitment. Lollipop's there with the bombs. That should be planted. It's gone. This is going to be a shutdown, surely. They're looking a little bit limp in this one after even the missed utility. Magic's back up on top. Box maybe unawares.
Oh, he's getting out. Oh, my God.
Can't believe they got away with that.
Look at the rotation. There's 4 players on B.
Yeah, if Gio was to do anything here, if he finds that one lingering CT, he'd have a real shot. Balance is already scoped up on Pop, which is where they plan to descend, and Magix and Mia are the ones pushing behind them. This will not be easy. This will not be fun. Gio potentially... Oh, that good smoke. Just
feet, there's feet.
Just a bit of a gap. Speedax scoping and completely caught on the flank. Multiple targets and great shots from Magix. Gio catching the first in 18 seconds to make the rest the reality, and great reactions. He anticipates SDY. 3, nearly the 4th. God, not too shabby.
Good damage.
Yeah, very good. They got cash to splash to try and take us into OT.
Yeah, it seems unlikely now. That was pretty interesting from Nemiga, especially MDS going further ahead of everybody else. There was no trade potential on that opening kill. It did open up the space, and you saw Magic's panic because he dropped that molly, he whiffed it, and the rotation coming through wasn't even that good. So a round that Nemiga could have taken, they did take a risk. They are battling back. They are getting that confidence for map number 3, which will be Nuke coming up after this. Buying on in again, and here we go. Could be the final round of play. Round 28, 15-12. Chopper's dropped his molly very quickly, feeling pressured. Has drawn the rotation early from IDisbalance, who's now over towards Connector. Back in towards Pop Dog will be SDY. Oh,
you hate to see that.
Getting hot, it's getting toasty. SDY taking a chunk of damage there, but Lollipop on the other side of the map has taken a hit too.
Is that a nade maybe sent up there? Or?
A nade through the windows.
Yeah, okay. Chopper going to fall away. Still got IDisbalance with him. Overwhelmed this time, but still that line is being watched, and IDisbalance is the one watching it. Where's that bomb? Is it on the site yet? No. Lollipop's still got it in hand. So they want some control before they plant, but they're just not getting it.
This is it. He's dead. Bomb gonna get dropped. Speedac 1-on-3 situation here. Would be a phenomenal clutch as he...
Yeah, this SDY flank's just too much for him. And that's the end of that. We're going to 3, does 2. Required to set.